What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Fashion and Blasting. Today, this is not as much about blasting, but I'm gonna talk about slashing.
I'm gonna slash and gash, cut another hole in your ass. I spill blood on the walls and play tennis with your balls. If the phone rings, don't answer that call. Gonna slit your throat, fuck you like a goat, peel your foreskin off and make a winter coat. Peace.
That was the illest rhyme I ever seen, son.
I know y'all clicked this video, so this is about my small, humble Benchmade collection. I know I've been missing a little bit. Me and wifey, we just got married. We went to Jamaica for a week or so. We had a beautiful time. We had a destination wedding. But just like that, baby, I'm back. Long enough, I'm a brand loyalist, and the knife company that I went with, that I had from my first real good knife, is Benchmade. And Benchmade, they're known for making great knives. They're made in the USA. Also with Benchmade, they got 4 different classes. Some people will say 3 classes of knives. They got the blue class, which is their regular, everyday carry type of class of knives. They got the black class, which is more their technical knives. They got the gold classes, which they're real expensive, high-end knives. Benchmade as a company is already high as fuck, but they make quality products. Some people talk about they QC, they quality control, but out of all the Benchmades I had, which I had over 10 Benchmades, I never had an issue with them. They got a lifetime warranty. Also, if you send it to them, you gotta pay the shipping, but they have where they sharpen your knives for free for as long as you have the knife. And the last class, they have the hunting class, and that could be characterized in blue or gold or whatever. Alright, let's get into the first Benchmade I ever bought. It's not this exact knife. I had a Benchmade before, and that was made out of 154 CM steel. But the new upgraded ones are made out of S30V, which I think is a great steel to make knives. It's stainless, it's corrosion resistant. But the one I'm gonna show you, this one here, the Benchmade Griptilian. And why they call it the Griptilian is because it's very grippy with the texture on it. They're very sharp, and this one has a sheepfoot type of blade. I love it. It has the access lock, which is phenomenal. If you ever had a Benchmade, they lock up very easy and tight. I have no wiggle room, and the knife is centered. I know sometimes people complain about that. It has jimping in the back, so if you want to get down deep into a nice cut, you can cut that way. But I have no complaints about this. The MSRP for this one at Benchmade website is $160. So the next Benchmade I'm gonna show you guys, I think is probably one of my favorite EDC knives of all time, and this is the Benchmade Bug Out. This Benchmade Bug Out is very small, very lightweight, and it has a drop point blade. And the steel that's made out of this is also S30V, which is, I said earlier, is a pretty good steel. It has a deep carry pocket clip. The spacers in the inside is a nice anodized blue. It's like a polymer grip, but it's a thin cut blade, so you can slice pretty much to anything. It's just a great EDC knife. It's very lightweight though. It's super lightweight. I don't know if they have any knives this light in the market that I like, but this is a great EDC, and this is the Benchmade Bug Out. And the MSRP for this one on Benchmade website is $180. Alright, what's better than one bug out? How about 2 bug outs? So this one here, I had to get the mini bug out, and actually I bought this for my brother's birthday a couple years ago, but he traded me for a bullshit knife. It was just longer, but I was happy that he didn't want this anymore. He wanted a bigger knife. But this is the same as the other one. It's still a bug out, same steel, S30V. It has a black coating on the blade, which I do like. It's a drop point access lock. Still has a deep carry, but it's super light. Like it's great for opening boxes, opening letters. It's good for cutting fruits, but it's a phenomenal knife. It has a little bit of jimping on the back if you're trying to get a good deep down cut. But anyway, this knife on Benchmade website is the same price. MSRP is $180. So the last knife, that was a little small miniature knife. But as my man Crocodile Dundee would say,
Nick, give him your wallet.
What for?
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
that's not a knife. This is a knife. And this is the Benchmade Crooked River. I think this is a phenomenal looking knife. It's fucking huge. It's pretty lightweight. Some people use it as an EDC. It has the wood texture, but they call it diamond wood, which is probably some type of composite wood that's made to look this way, but it won't crack on you like real wood would. But this blade is made from S30V steel as well. It has great jimping. The spacer in the back is orange, so it has nice stainless, like it has the nice silver, the wood, and the orange accents. And this is considered a hunting knife. So if you go hunting in the backwoods or you want to EDC this knife, it's a phenomenal knife. It's very sharp and it'll protect you or whatever you want to use it for. But the MSRP for this knife on Benchmade is $320. I think it's a great knife. I have zero problems with it. Access lock comes out pretty easy, as you see. It's just a great knife. If you get a chance, I do suggest this. The next knife I'm gonna show you guys is a modern classic. It's known, world renowned for Benchmade having one of their classic EDC knives. And I bring you guys, this is the 940. This variant is the 940-2. It's a great knife, lightweight, great ergonomics on it. And with this variant, the scales on this is G10, black G10. So that's very, this one, it don't have that much grip, but it's very durable. G10 is durable. And the back is known for, it has the green spacers on here. It's quick to move. This one also, I think pretty much all my Benchmades right now is their premium S30V steel, which is stainless, corrosion resistance, and it's not as hard to sharpen. You get where it's too stainless and it's harder to sharpen a knife. But this is a phenomenal one, and on Benchmade website, I believe this MSRP is at $230. But this is a great knife. If you get a chance, I would definitely get this. The 940 is a reason why this is one of their most popular knives. So I gotta bring you guys another classic, and I've been wanting it for years. This is the latest one that I picked up. But in PA, auto knives, they were illegal to have. But last year, I think it was January 3rd, 2023, whatever clause it was or law, it expired. So now they're illegal to have. And I spent a couple dollars on this knife, but it's definitely one of their classics. And this one is the Benchmade Infidel, and this is the mini. MSRP for this knife is $500. It has a great action on it, as you can see. This is cloned very much, so just be careful where you purchasing this from, because they clone this in China everywhere. But the knife is made out of aluminum, so it's lightweight, it's very durable, but it can scratch easy if you use it every day. But the action on this, you can just have fun playing with this all day. It's a great knife. It's made from D2 steel, and this is Mick Henry. He's the designer for this knife here, and this is the Benchmade Mini Infidel. And on Benchmade website, MSRP for this is $500, which is not a cheap knife. Benchmade, they don't make cheap knives, but they make quality, and they got good quality customer service. So as I mentioned earlier, Benchmade have different classes, and this one is one of the technical class, just like the Infidel, which I recently just talked about. But this one is not just a knife, it's a dagger. And as you can see, it's very sharp. It has a sharp end on both ends of this knife. Both sides is sharp. This is the SOCP, and Greg Thompson is the designer for this knife. It's a great knife. I put it on either my plate carrier or I got my chest rig, and it fits in the molly inside my carrier. So God forbid I'm not able to get to my firearm, somebody on top of me, I could pull this out and stab them and jig them that way. With this one, the metal is 440C. I'm not really familiar with this metal because it's the only knife that I have with this metal. But with Benchmade quality, I'm sure it's not the worst, not the best. So the last knife I want to bring you guys, as I said, different classes. This one is from the hunting class. It's a fixed blade, and this is the Benchmade Sheep Country. I think the newer version of this, it has orange grips, and it's like rubberized grips. It has great texture on it. It has jimping in here, and it has jimping also in the front of the blade, and that's more for precision cuts. This steel is still S30V. It has some nice texture in the back, the front, but this goes on every trip. I don't hunt. I haven't been hunting yet, but I do fish quite a bit, and this goes on every fishing trip I go on. This is what I scale, cut the lines, whatever I need. This is a great knife. I had zero problems with it, and it's not priced very high. I can't remember what I paid, but I believe it's an older variant. It's discontinued with this variant, but I think I paid under $100 for this knife. So this was a good steal. But thank you guys for watching. As you know, stay safe. By staying safe, stay dangerous. And that's with a gun or a knife.
On my dad's page, like, comment, and subscribe.